another episode of my God's Unchained beta PvP videos. Hopefully this one will work alright. I discovered this morning that my last couple of streams did not have any audio on them. And then I messed with it this morning and had lots of trouble getting the balance right. So hopefully it'll come through alright. Today I'm going to play with the deck I used this past ranked weekend. It's called Death Spiral, and I did fairly well with it. I ended up going 21 and 15, which is about 58% win rate, and I was in Ethereal Diamond and Silver Gold, kind of back and forth for the weekend. Ended up finishing in 96th place. So 58% win rate for playing the top 100 players for the most part. Not too bad. And I definitely could have done better. There were several matches where I misplayed and some that I played where I probably shouldn't have, where I was too tired or distracted. But anyway, let's give it a go this morning and we'll see if I can show you how it works. Basically, the idea is it's very spell heavy. The idea is to use the Soul Burn God Power and these various damage cards to do direct damage to the other god. You're also doing direct damage to yourself at the same time, which you can hopefully replenish with either runes from the Sacred Lore or with these various healing cards. Now, and then you have some extra just kind of front line to keep damage off yourself. Now this is kind of a tricky deck to play. You're kind of balanced on the edge the whole time because you're doing damage to yourself at the same time as you're doing damage to the other god, and it can bring both of you down pretty quickly. So the trick is to try to not let the other god damage you directly, so that you can out-heal the damage you're doing to both gods, and that way be able to get a win. Doesn't always work, but let's go ahead and give it a try. I have lots of removal cards to try to help control the board, keep their creatures from damaging me. So it does have some trouble against the magic decks with the recursive Worm Breath, because they can just do, if they use it to do direct damage to my god, that often messes up my ability to damage them, since I'm damaging both of us at the same time. But there's some fun tricks you can pull. A lot of people seem kind of surprised by meaningless deck because it doesn't have a lot of creatures, and also their front lines don't always help because I'm mostly using my spells to damage them directly. So they throw up all these front lines that don't really do much good. See who my first opponent is today. This past weekend it was a lot of Magic players and War Onslaught players. A few Deception. I ran into a few Magic. I think I played one light deck, maybe one or two Nature decks. Nature definitely saw a dramatic drop off. So we want the Soul Burn power because this important part: deal 2 damage to your opponent's god, then your god. So it does damage to them first, which has saved me a few times at the end. So go to the mulligan, playing against a Blast Wave mage. So I want to leave the Reap for later. Hold on to the Blight Bomb in case he summons like a spell boost or something. And Sacred Lore is always good to get early on. I really like to get the 1 mana.
Best of luck.
See, this is not a great start. I don't have anything to play on the first turn. The 1 mana deal damage to both gods, draw a card. That is a good first turn play for me.
The hour is mine.
And so here you might be tempted to, maybe play the Bombfly or Blight Bomb this one to get rid of her. I have found it's often okay to take that initial little bit of damage if somebody's just a 2 or a 1 or a couple of 1s on the first couple of turns, and instead use this opportunity to use my Soul Burn. 1 down one drawback of Soul Burn is you have to have a
My turn.
creature to use it on. Which there have been times where I have not had a creature to use it on, and that is very awkward. So my Bombfly is not going to survive anyway at any point because he has a blast wave, so he can kill whenever he wants. No point bringing it out now, but let's go ahead and start stacking up some of these ruins, especially since I have 2 Sacred Lures.
Patience.
Really love the Fire Runes and the Healing Runes in this deck. Oh, that was a strange
At
play.
last.
Let's go ahead and use one of these. See what we can get. Oh, I'll take both of those actually. And here, let's give him something. Give him something to do. Something to use his mana on. He can kill my 2 guys. Do damage to both of us and give me a rune. Okay with that.
Let's
I have
make
a
them
nice Rune of
suffer.
Life. So I think I will do something like play the Pyramid Warden and a Bombfly. And healing myself.
Now
He will likely
wait.
do Blast Wave again, and I'm kind of okay with that because that means he'll only have 3 mana to do something else with. If he wants to spend all of his mana, there he goes. Alright. Good old
The
frontline guy.
hour is mine.
Let's set fire to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll fill my hand. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this. I lost the game this morning because I held on to a Sacred Lore too long. So let's go ahead and get it. Next turn, if he attacks my Warden, I should be able to Blight Bomb him if I feel the need to do so. At the moment, I'm 2 points ahead. Ah, he's got 2 front lines. And he has
At
not killed
last.
my Pyramid Warden yet. Oh, so let's have some fun. Let's go ahead and destroy this guy. Let's set this guy on fire. Let's buff up my Pyramid Warden. Should I buff him up twice? Probably not. Should probably save that. So he's gonna have to Blast Wave. He wants to kill him next turn, which he'll probably will do. Let's get 4C. Let's go ahead and start working on some damage. So he'll attack, he'll Blast Wave, kill my Pyramid Warden, bring back his
Death
Deviant
has
Brawler.
a name. Speak it.
Or I can throw down my Combat Medic and give it a front line. Oh, it's gonna do something like that. Interesting. Yeah. Crystal Rain.
The hour is mine.
Forgot he had her in the void. Alright, well, let's go ahead and use Dust to Dust. No reason not to. And then let's go ahead and hit him with this.
That's
I got
enough
a
for
replacement
now.
Dust to Dust. Nice. Now we're getting down to the point where I can start kind of counting how much damage I can do in a turn. I have 2 4,
At
do
last.
7 damage to him in one turn. No, more now. 2, 4, 6, do 9 damage. So we're getting very close to where I want to be. Let's keep the pressure on, heal myself a little bit, and make it harder for him to get through.
Patience.
Also set up for a dust to dust next turn if he does attack.
Let's make them suffer.
I cannot heal myself. That's going to be trouble. 2, 4, 6, 9. Bring myself down to 2, down to 10. Could bring him down to 10.
We're not here to watch the corpses
That'd
rot.
be 8. It's gonna be close. Alright, I'll wait a turn, see if I can't draw a healing here. Things have taken a turn for the worse.
At last.
Oh man, I should have done it last turn because I think I would have had enough. 3, 5, 7, 9, 12. Ah, okay. So let's do it. 3, 5, 7, 9. I won't kill myself. Okay. Close. Here's the combo finish I was kind of talking about earlier. And then with 1 health, you get the final rune of fire in with killing blue. So that's a pretty good example of how I want this deck to run. I want to be able to do all that sort of background damage to my opponent's god that they can't really stop unless they have protected or ward. At the same time, I'm taking damage myself, so that hopefully gives them kind of some extra confidence that everything's okay. And I throw out a bunch of healing, buff myself back up, and finish them off. Even if it's down to the wire like that, where I only have 1 or 2 or 3 health left. If they have healing, it gets a lot more tricky. I often can't damage them enough. So leech life and nature with the healing spells, those are all really tough for me. Alright, this is a decent start. Looks like I'm playing the same guy. So is this who I played before?
Where to begin?
Good luck.
Start off with a bomb fly. It's always a nice one. If he doesn't use his blast wave, then I get that extra 3 damage, which he doesn't want to have.
At last.
Alright, unfortunately wasting 1 point of heal. But I want to go ahead and put this guy out, just so I have something on the board.
Now we wait.
I try to save my front lines until there's a threat. So I can just... They're mostly meant to be a delay factor. Alright.
My turn.
Okay, this is a good... That's alright. We'll do Brimstone. And we'll set him on fire. And we'll leave it at that. Let him decide whether he wants to try to take out my priest or not.
At last.
Alright, so here's... I don't want to give him that extra mana right away. This might be the wrong move. But I'll give it a try. Ah, he's gonna die. Alright, you know what? I have two dust to dust in my hand. I'll take a chance.
Time flies when you're reanimating corpses.
Oh, it's gonna destroy my guy too. Okay, never mind. Let's do this. We'll just do this. Let's continue the
Patience.
damage pusher. It's important to get as many of those in early as you can to get them down low to where you can start hitting them with the... Thinking about hitting them with a big combo. I did what pretty much what I was supposed to do.
The hour is mine.
Spell boost. Let's draw a card. Maybe I'll draw a Blight Bomb. Now I got a Warden. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Why not?
That's enough for now.
Can't let the mages have spell boost. That makes him a little too strong.
At last.
Alright, here's good. Do a Ragnarok. Set this guy on fire. And I'll throw down the Pyramid Warden in front of me. People really love to kill Pyramid Wardens.
The dead hunger.
Oh, in fact, yep, going out of his way. What's he gonna get back? Hopefully not a Mana Toad. Oh, of course it is.
My turn.
This is a little unfortunate. What good will that do me? I'll put pressure on. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this. Take out the Phalanx.
Now we wait.
Use my last bag of tricks to do a Ragnarok. Don't want to take extra damage from that toad. Not one turn is enough. What's that? Board to that. Okay.
At last. The hour is mine.
Need something to turn around here. I already have the Ray of Disintegration. No, let's do. I want to find out if this is going to work on. So let's do this.
Patience.
Okay, ward blocked the damage from that. It's good to know. Wasn't sure. So currently have 5 potential damage in hand. 7 if he doesn't kill the warden or put up a front line. He'd probably put up a front line, I imagine. If he has one. Yeah. Why does that have to be the toad?
At last.
No, it's not going to help that much. Go ahead and wipe it. Hopefully he doesn't have 2 worm breaths in his hand. You know what? Let's not take a chance.
The hour is mine.
I'll keep both those. Let's go ahead and blight bomb this guy out. Let's bring my guy in. I don't like where this is going. It's getting way too close to 9 mana. If he has any 9 mana drop, I will probably lose. Probably should have just been doing damage to him instead of focusing on healing so much. Because now
My
at this
turn.
point where I can't use
I
my
can't
soul
target
burn.
that.
So I have nothing to do. Yeah, that's a mistake on my part. I just got somebody who's ward on.
The hour is mine.
Gives me a chance to do that though. It's very close, very close. If I could just get that do 4 damage to all gods. Oh jeez. I'll play an O Fortuna for 1 mana. Do 6 damage.
Let's make them suffer.
Oh, okay. Let's do 4. Let's do 7. 9. Okay. So, just to make sure. Alright, I managed to pull it out last minute there. victory from the jaws of defeat. That's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode, where you're kind of constantly walking on edge. First game I had 1 hit point left. That game I had 3. I think even if I hadn't been able to suck up the life from my bouncer, because the soul burn does damage to your opponent first, I would have been able to emerge with a victory on that, even though I would have technically killed myself at the same time. Let's see if I can make it 3 for 3 here. Hopefully I'll get a different opponent. Or at least a different god. Change it up a bit. No, deception. Alright. Deception can be tricky, especially if they get switch duelist with dark knives. That is not fun. I will hold on to the dust to dust, the backstreet bouncer, and the dangerous ritual.
Good luck. Knock 'em dead.
Okay. Don't mind seeing that the first turn.
Where to begin?
I'll go ahead. Use my bag of tricks.
Now we wait.
Sometimes this play goes wrong with deception or war. You can give buffs to their creatures. We'll see what happens here. This is also great for taking out those hidden creatures. So dust to dust is good to hold on to. He's already grabbing cards from my deck or from my god. Not sure what the decision is here.
The void is not
Attack.
empty. It has never been empty.
Yeah, they got a card they had
At
to look
last.
at for a minute, figure it out. Let's go ahead and bring the bouncer out. Start collecting those runes. Do a damage to each of us, or 2 damage to each. Give me another card.
That's
another
enough
bouncer.
for now.
You know what? Let's throw that guy out too. I don't think he can kill both in one turn. And just that little bit of damage might help. And he's just picking up cards. Death cards.
My turn.
Alright. Alright, I have all sorts of front lines sitting in my hand. That's awesome. And a dust to dust to clear everybody out if things get out of hand. Oh, not everybody. All the small fry. And this could actually even work in my advantage right now. I would losing my backstreet bouncers. And hey, what do they do?
The dead hunger.
Oh, okay, just gives burn to them. I'm okay with that. I was considering giving them burn myself.
The hour is mine.
In fact, I will. Let's do it. That'll be 2 runes coming my way next turn. And I'm not going to put anybody up yet. One of the reasons also is Umber Arrow. Don't want to give him a reason to use that. Does he have a full hand? I think he does. Ah, nice. So this will help prevent people from Umber Arrowing me. Dust to dust that.
Let's make them suffer.
That'll give each of us a mana lock. But dust to dust, I can throw up Trojan Golem. Or I can put up Bloodworm. It'll be a 3/6. I'll pretty much have to use everybody to kill it, I think. Let's go ahead and try that.
Patience.
And then probably next turn, unless I need to use dust to dust, I'll start soul burning and just kind of tossing out these frontline guys to slow him down. He's already at 4. My opponent, he or she, I always say he. Ah, there's a nasty little surprise. So I guess it will be dust to dust then. He's only gonna lose 1 character, he's gonna do 8 damage to me. Ouch. Oh no, Rogue can't attack, just 5 damage. Does it have gauntlets? Yep. This is gonna be interesting.
At last.
Alright, let's clear everybody out.
Now we wait.
Not much in the way of healing here. So I'm probably gonna need to throw out 2 guys next turn. He's almost certainly gonna Umber Arrow somebody. Actually, I guess I should use the gotcha.
My turn.
So what's gonna be the best way to do this? Guess I wanna do these 2. And I think they won't be able to kill each other. Let's take a chance and throw this guy out there too. Let's see how this goes. Right on the edge. Indeed. Interesting. Only 1 mana left. Alright, come on, you drop some healing here.
At last.
Oh, let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So close. So close. I can win next turn with my Soul Burn and Rune of Fire. Hopefully my opponent is more concerned about taking out my creatures than they are about doing damage to me. Though if they have some sort of trick up their sleeve, they could potentially get me. There's that Umber Arrow I was worried about. That's going to give me a creature though, because it dies on his side. Nice. Alright. This will be another victory for me.
Let's make them suffer.
Good old Rune of Fire finisher. Alright, well that's pretty good. Went for 3 of 3. Even despite seeming to be down and out at points, this deck does have the ability to come back and deal a lot of sudden unexpected damage to your opponent. It's pretty fun to play. I will see about posting it up on GU decks. You can always go look at the tournament results from this weekend, the match results. You can see it there. I played the same deck the whole weekend. Hopefully this video broadcast came through all right. Thank you for listening, and anybody who listens in the future. Next time I will try to bring you my Lost in the Depths deck, which can be quite fun if you get a good draw. Otherwise it can be kind of lame. Anyway, thanks again. Bye everybody.